Now that we're living in the far-flung distant future and we have digital compasses, is there still room for an analog compass, which is effectively just a bar of metal that's been magnetized and points towards the north? Hi, all of you awesome scuba divers out there. Welcome to the Scuba Diver Magazine channel, your favorite place for latest scuba diving news and gear reviews. And welcome to 𝐼𝐸𝐫𝐸, our scuba diving Q&A, where I, Mark, a former dive instructor, do my best to answer your scuba diving questions. So if you do have any scuba diving questions, pop them down in the comment section underneath this video. Use this @mark hashtag to get it featured in an up and coming video. And in the meantime, I do my best to type out an answer so you do get an answer sooner rather than later. And the community does an awesome job of answering questions as well. So thank you everyone for doing that. But yeah, today I'm answering a question from Tom all about digital and analog compasses. So Tom says, I have a question regarding underwater navigation. I would like to ask for your opinion and recommendations on whether it is better to use a traditional analog compass or an electronic compass integrated into a dive computer. Okay, so let's pro and con this. Starting with analog compasses. Pros, they are very intuitive. So you can kind of tell when a compass isn't like working correctly because of the way that the card, the bit that has the arrow on it, the way that it moves. If it's moving a little bit weird, or with some of them where you got like a side window especially, you can see if it's at an angle, so you know that it may not be the most accurate, and you can like reset it as well so that you know that it's pointing in the right direction, it's not getting caught on anything. They're very tangible. So especially with like the bezel on the top, you're the one who's physically moving it, and you kind of have that in your mind, like in the map in your head, that yes, it is more sort of in that direction. And yeah, there's something nice and tangible about them. Otherwise, pros, they never run out of battery. A digital compass, which will be a con later on when I get to digital compasses, yeah, they can run out of battery, whereas this is going to still point north for a very, very long time. And I'm sure there's some like astrophysicist or something in the comments is saying, oh, well, technically, and like the North Pole sort of changes where it is throughout the years, but for what we need it for, it's pretty darn accurate. As far as downsides, the first one that comes to mind is that you get Northern Hemisphere compasses and Southern Hemisphere compasses. And there is a thing where when you're buying a compass, especially now that you can buy them online, you'll often see like NH or SH for Northern and Southern Hemisphere. And whilst they will cover a good like 3/4 of the globe, if you have a Northern Hemisphere compass and you're diving in the very Southern Hemisphere, it might not be as accurate. They're not bad. It's not going to send you in completely the wrong direction. However, yeah, they're not the most accurate. So that is something that you do need to sort of take into account, the like the declination basically, which will be a pro for the digital compasses later on. They, of course, they can be forgotten because it is an extra piece of kit. It's harder to forget your dive computer because that's one of the like the big three, as it were. Your regulators, your BCD, it's hard to jump in without them, and your dive computer, because you're thinking, hey, I should be wearing my dive computer, and if that's got a digital compass built into it, you can't forget that like program. However, if you do have a physical compass and you have just forgotten it, then yeah, you can forget it in your kit bag. It is something else to like be clunky. So you've got an extra thing on top of it. So especially if you're like donning your BCD, you can get it caught on straps, it can get tangled in things. It's just something else to wear on your wrist as well. You've got your dive computer, you've got your compass, you've got two things together. So it's just another something that you have to strap on, and it could get caught up in something. Also, if you're having your dive computer and your analog compass side by side, because it's an electronic device, that can affect, because it's producing a small but still magnetic field, it can sway your compass. You can say that for a lot of our dive gear. If you've got a metal dive knife or like a stainless steel dive knife, I think I've had some D-rings set off a compass when it's really pretty close. But all of the metal stuff, if you have a magnetic octo clip, just forget about it. You're not doing any navigation with one of those because they're pretty powerful magnets. So it is good to think about like spreading those kind of things out. But yeah, other downsides, that's about it really. Compasses are fairly, I'd say, bulletproof. They do fail from time to time, especially if you drop a cylinder on them, but they are typically quite tough. And yeah, they don't require any real maintenance. Just give them a soak and a twist from time to time to make sure there's no like salt crystal buildups. Replace the straps as they wear out, but that's kind of it. They are just kind of, once you've got it, you've got it. Digital compasses are clever. The first one or the first like benefit is that, yeah, you only need one device on your wrist. It will have, depending on the whoever designed the compass section in the dive computer, it will have that compass feature. Some of them have very good user interfaces where you can set a heading and you say, yes, I want you to head in this direction, and it will just hold that in its memory. Then when you then go to check it, it will say, oh no, go that way, like 5 degrees or whatever it is. So they are intuitive in that sense to warn you if you're coming off your bearing, and some will do reciprocal headings as well if you want to head straight back to where you started. One big benefit is that declination setting, so you can change where you are in the world wherever you're diving with just a single device, whereas with an analog compass you might have to get like a different module to replace it. But if you're not diving the real extremes of the planet, it's less of an issue. If you spend most of your time around the equator in the tropics, you'll be fine. As far as downsides, the most obvious one is the battery. So yeah, if the battery runs out on your computer, granted your dive is over, but yeah, you don't have a compass anymore, whereas an analog compass will just last forever. Depending on the model, it can be a little fiddly to get to see the compass. There are some manufacturers and some like compass modes that will have the Shearwater have one where there's a little arrow that's always pointing north regardless of what screen you're on, so at a glance you can see roughly which direction you're heading. Otherwise you may need to like cycle through some screens to actually get to the compass, whereas with an analog compass it's there. You can just glance at it and you're good. Another one is, yeah, with the analog compass, you know, it has to stay horizontal. That's harder to tell with your dive computer, because when you're in the water, you might be angled slightly upwards or slightly downwards, and your wrist may not be horizontal. So they're pretty good. They do have a fair amount of tilt compensation to allow for that kind of accuracy, but I just find it easier to do with a compass which is sitting on a pin, so you can tell whether that card is at an angle or not. When it's with your dive computer, it is a little bit harder to know exactly which way is up and which way is down when you're in the water. And the only other thing that really springs to mind is like calibration. The analog compass, it just works straight out of the box. The digital compass, it's not frequent, but sometimes the computer just says, hey, I need calibrating. So you have to do a weird like figure of 8 dance with the computer and recalibrate. It takes like 5 seconds. It used to take a lot longer with compasses. You used to have to like turn it perfectly horizontal until it said yes, and then you'd have to rotate it in another axis, and eventually it kind of got it, or it just said no, go outside and try again. With modern compasses, they're a lot faster to calibrate. But yeah, they're both good. It's really up to you. I personally like an analog compass because I like that. I'm still quite old school and traditional with a lot of things. I like physical gauges and to be able to see that, yeah, it is working and twisting, as opposed to just a number on my computer kind of going, Also, it takes up room on the screen for other information. That might be an issue for you, but hey, depending on like how big the actual screen is, if you've got a large screen dive computer and there's just a small section that just gives you your bearing, hey, that's not the end of the world. However, if it's an entire screen, then yeah, that's a lot of information that you might be sacrificing just to see which direction you're going. However, if you have two gauges side by side, then yeah, you can see everything at a single glance. But yeah, ultimately it's up to you. It depends. I'm not fussed about using either. I would never, I couldn't say that yes, 100% only go for analog gauges or vice versa. It is just, I'll use whatever's available to me. If I'm traveling light, I might leave my compass behind. I've certainly done plenty of dives just using my dive computer, and hey, which direction am I heading? Check the gauges or check my computer. Yeah, heading in the right direction. It's fine. Digital compasses are very good. Analog compasses are very good. It's just, yeah, which one suits you best. You're quite lucky in this question in that there are no right or wrong answers. They're two sides of the same coin, almost literally. And yeah, as long as you can navigate your way back, it should be fine. It just depends whether you, the kind of the clunkiness of an extra gauge is something that concerns you versus a more like streamlined kind of diving. That's kind of the best analogy. But of course you sacrifice the sort of the battery and all that kind of stuff. But let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you dive with, everyone? Do you dive with an analog compass strapped somewhere to your body or onto your gauges or something? Let us know down in the comments below, or whether you rely on your digital compass, because they are pretty darn good nowadays. And any other questions, if you've got any questions, comments, queries, corrections, by all means pop them down in the comment section underneath this video. Use that @AskMark hashtag if you want to get it featured in an up and coming video. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good social media stuff. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.